Hello everyone and welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. You're watching JCTV on the Xbox One console. This is Sheamus Outback John Deere Farm episode number 8. Thanks for stopping by everyone. We are standing in the middle of our oat field. Check out all the oats. They are ready for harvest as we speak. And I have a little bit of a surprise for you off camera. We started phase number 2. We harvested and reseeded all of these oats multiple times in order to purchase field number 15, which was worth $400,000. It doesn't really matter. And phase 2 is now underway with the purchase of these 3 fields, 14, 15, and 16, to go along with 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. All right, so now, lucky for us, field number 15 was chosen because it was already ready for harvest. So we have 2 big fields that we are going to be harvesting today. We've got the canola over in field number 15, but before we get to that, we are going to harvest the oats. We're going to bale up the straw, and then we're going to harvest the canola, and then we're going to sell everything all in one shot utilizing the train at the train station mill, because I don't want to make multiple trips to and from the train station mill in the truck. We'll just load it all into the train and sell it all at once. So we are going to start harvesting the oats. And while we're harvesting the oats, ladies and gentlemen, do me a quick favor. If you have not done so already, click that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner of your video. That would be greatly appreciated. Drop a like if you feel like you like this video and the content that you watch on my channel every day. And then ring that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we upload new content. You don't want to miss anything, folks. Head on over to the featured channeled section. After that, you'll see 4 excellent farming simulator YouTubers there. Mr. Crazy Simulator, Least Square Gaming, Carl Johnson, and Mr. Deuce MS. Have a gander at those 4 channels there. Subscribe to their videos, like them, share them, ring that notification bell. You don't want to miss anything coming out of those 4 channels there. Then if you're looking for something else to do, check out all of the links in the description of the video. You'll see various links there to all of our social media campaigns. Come and follow us on Twitter. Check us out on Facebook. Come and join our Discord channel. And then, what's the last one? Patreon. Yes, we are on Patreon as well. Come and check it out. Patreon with specific offers for different patrons. Go and check that out. Then there's also a link there to sprizzy.com if you're looking to promote or overexpose your own YouTube channel and gain some notoriety and popularity. Go check out sprizzy.com in the link in the description. There's also a small PayPal link there if you feel so inclined to send a donation my way. Remember, folks, donations are never expected, but of course, always appreciated. You'll have a special place in my heart for days to come. All right, so we are off and harvesting the oats. We are going to turn on the straw swath. There we go. Or disable. I can never figure it out. Is it enable the straw swath or disable the straw swath to get the straw to spit out the back of the harvester? Either way, this is what we're doing. Let's go and grab the baler because we're going to have to hire the worker to finish the oats. And we're going to have to follow behind him in the baler at some point. So let's grab the John Deere baler. If you don't use the John Deere baler, it's only $12,000. You should go and download this mod and use the John Deere square baler. It beats paying $100,000 for the Kuhn square baler, whereas the John Deere is a little more cost effective, as you can clearly see. And it's a nice shade of green, matches the tractors and matches the harvesters, and pretty much the entire motif of the entire series being a John Deere farm. Alright, let's unfold the baler. There we go. Tray coming down in the back so the bales can have somewhere to go. I wish you could attach a bale trailer to the back of the baler so that the bales went from the baler onto the trailer. That would be fantastic. 2 birds. Think about that. Alright, so we are off and on our way. We are baling up the straw, following behind the harvester. Alright. Progress. So our plan is to have almost all of the machines out here working on the field at the same time, so it doesn't actually take that long. We've got the harvester, we've got the John Deere tractor pulling the John Deere baler. We're going to get the semi-trailer out here in a little bit with the tipper so we can empty the harvester, and then we're going to get the bale trailer so that while the worker harvests and this guy bales the straw, we can have the other guy drive around and pick up all of the bales. which is maximizing our time. It's all hands on deck here in the Przemas Outback at the John Deere farm. All right, we are closing in on the harvester. He's only going 6 miles an hour. We're going 12, so it's only natural that we catch up to him at some point. Let's go and grab the semi-trailer and the tipper while he's harvesting. We can't bale until he gets a little further ahead. Here we are coming out with the semi-trailer and the Lizard Hulk truck. All right, and I guess at some point we can go and grab the bale trailer and start picking up these bales and selling them as the trailer fills up. Let's see here. Okay, coming up on the tractor and the baler. There he is. We'll just drive a little further ahead and try and empty this tipper, or empty the harvester before he gets to the end. No, we're just going to wait. All right, so we're only down to, what's that, $7,000. So we have no choice but to sell the bales while we harvest and while we bale, just so we can make some extra money. It's roughly about $7,000 per load of bales, and the bale trailer holds 24 bales. So we'll make $7,000 a load, and we should have probably 5 or 6 loads. So we're probably going to make about between $30,000 and $40,000 just from the bales alone from the oat field, which is fantastic because then we still have all of the crops to sell. And then I think 4 more times we should be able to afford another field over by field number 15, either 14 or 16 to the right or the left of that field. And then phase 2 will be off and on its way. All right, let's skip ahead a little bit and we'll check out the progress in a little while. All right, skipping ahead a little bit. Here we are with the bale trailer. We've got enough bales now that are made. We can load up the bale trailer and take our first load over to the barn. Let's just zigzag a little bit here and we'll fill up the bale trailer. We got there 8. 2 more layers of bales before it's full. 9, 10. Here's bale number 11 and bale number 12. We probably just could have did this a little quicker by driving straight forward, but let's just see if we can get to the end of the field before this trailer fills up. I don't think that's going to happen. There'll probably be 3 or 4 left over, but it doesn't matter. The bales need to be picked up and the bales need to be sold because this is like free money. So we're at $7,400. We've got enough money for the worker to keep going. We're going to make another $7,000 just from the bales alone, just from this one trailer. And then, as I said before, we're probably going to have 5 or 6, maybe 7 trailers full of straw bales. There we go. It's full now. Let's head on over to the barn, which is just behind the biogas plant, which is just behind our farm. So we can utilize all the shortcuts. We're going to take the ramp down through the biogas plant. First, we're going to unload the harvester because he is just about 80%, or he's full. Either way, he needs to be taken care of first. Let's go and empty the harvester, and then we'll switch back to the bale tractor. There we go. Yeah, he's just about full. You see, we've already got a little bit of oats in the trailer. So we'll just wait for this to stop, and then we'll switch back to the bales. There we go. So once this is done emptying into the tipper, he will just reverse his way back and start again. And we are back with the John Deere 8400R, taking the bales to the barn to sell the bales. This is our version of the bailout program. Haha, bailout program. Anyways, it's okay if you didn't laugh. I didn't laugh either. Let's get these bales to the barn, and we'll start making some money. All right, there's our baler. It's going pretty good. It's not taking too long. Now that we've got all hands on deck, we probably should get the other John Deere 8400R out here as well, so we don't have to switch back and forth between the bale trailer and the baler. But maybe we'll do that later on. Right now it seems to be working okay. The worker will harvest while we bale and pick up the bales. and then we'll sell the crops once field number 15 is done. And as I said earlier, we're going to utilize the train system here on the Przemas Outback map. We're going to sell everything all at once. So the barn is just right there on our left. We just have to go up this little bit of a ramp out to the road and then take the first left into the barn. And there's a platform that you drive over, and then you can just sell your bales through the auto-loading trailer or auto-unloading trailer. Instead of moving them around and taking them off, you can just position your trailer like so. As long as you're on this little concrete pad, the bales will sell. And it's that easy. There we go. Wow, $7,600 per load of bales. That's awesome. So let's go back and grab some more bales, make some more bales, and harvest some more oats. Alright, so skipping ahead a little bit, folks, sorry about that. Here is the end of the baling. This is the last of the bales that were on our oat field. You can see here we've got $52,000 now. That's just from bales. So minus the 7 that we started with, we made $45,000 just in bales. I think we're going to keep planting grain crops so that we can keep baling, because this is like free money. This is going to go pretty far. So now all we got to do is, okay, we're going to bring the bale trailer over here. I can't remember if we can get straw from canola. I don't think we can, but to avoid me being wrong and having to drive the bale trailer all the way back here, we're just going to park it over here just in case. Let's bring the bale trailer over here to field number 15. Now you can see these big wind turbines in the middle of these fields. We are unable to join these fields together because of those ginormous wind turbines that are in the way. We can't plow in the middle of the fields to join them together because those wind turbines are in the way, obviously. So we're just going to purchase those fields and plant one crop in all 3 fields, and then we'll just go from field to field to field once phase 2 is completed. Alright, so here we are. We've got, okay, so we did bring the second John Deere trailer out. Now we've got the tipper full of oats. We're going to bring that over to our farm, not this side, but on the other side, because we want to load the train that goes to the train station mill, and that's on the far side of the farm. So there's 2 entry points to the silo, one on each side, left and right, and we're going to dump the oats into this one, so that when it comes to, we're going to hit the barn first, and when it comes time to man the train, we can take the train that's leading up to the train station mill. Alright, so let's unload the oats and let's check and see how many we have here. Alright, so 87,000 liters or 89,000 liters of oats. Either way, just about 90,000 liters of oats ready to go to the train station mill when it comes time to sell. So right now we're just going to go park the tipper and the semi-truck over by field number 15, get that ready because we're going to be starting the harvest on field number 15. I always look for fields that are ready to harvest first before we purchase them. It just makes sense, so that way we don't have to waste money on seed and fertilizer. We can just piggyback someone else's hard work, buy their fields, and then harvest their crops, which are now our crops. So we can't drive the harvester over the railroad tracks because the railroad arms, and again, my stubbornness for using header trailers is limiting us. So we do have to go this way, to go back in across the tracks and then back out. Field number 15 is right there. It's close by, so that's good. And then what we can do is start thinking of one crop to plant in all of these fields. I want to use one crop for all 3 fields once all 3 fields are purchased, so that way we can just have the harvester go up and down, up and down, up and down, and then we can maximize the profits. Maybe that can be, maybe these 3 fields can be our soybean business. Yeah, we can't get straw. Straw is not available for this current product. Alright, so we don't need the baler or the bale trailer, so we can get rid of those. Put those back in the shed. Alright, let's swing over here and grab the trailer. And then we'll put that away, and then we'll put the baler away. Alright, so I haven't got a lot of comments from you guys about what you think of this map. Why don't you leave a comment down below? Let me know if you've ever played the Przemas Outback map, what you do with it. Let me know if you've got animals planted somewhere, if you've got crops planted anywhere. What do you do on the Przemas Outback? Did you start a logging career? Did you start an animal farm? Or do you just straight up farm? I want to know how you guys play this game. So leave a comment down below after you like and share the video, of course, and subscribe. Leave a comment, and then let me know how you guys play the Przemas Outback map. Inquiring minds want to know how you play Farming Simulator 19. Me being that inquiring mind. Alright, bale trailer is back in the farm. Let's put John Deere number 1 back in the shed. And then at some point we'll put, okay, we're going to put John Deere number 2 and the baler back in the shed. And then I think we're going to grab the seeder. And then we're going to start seeding this field while we're harvesting the other field, so that we can just keep this momentum going. And then once this field is seeded, we can seed field number 15 once that's done harvesting. And then we'll just keep going around the clock like clockwork, and then making more money, because we need another $460,000 to purchase one more of those fields. Hopefully we can get that done by next week. There'll be a lot of off-camera farming because we are pretty busy here. Alright, let's grab the seeder, which is right here. The Great Plains all-in-one seeder planter. Perfect. John Deere did not make a seeder planter, so we couldn't buy one, but this one is John Deere green, so that's good enough for us. Alright, we'll open up the cover. Let's fill it up with seed and fertilizer, and then we will decide on a crop to plant in this field. So I think we're going to use, what are we going to put in field number 15 after all of that canola is harvested? A grain crop of some kind, maybe soybeans. We'll start a soybean business up there. Something that produces straw, so that we can have a lot of bales to sell, because we can't ignore that free money. There we go, just over $1,500 to fill that with seed, and another $1,400 or $2,100 to fill it with fertilizer. That's not bad. Now, this Great Plains seeder is not large enough to seed and fertilize the entire field. It'll only do about 3/4 of the way before we have to fill it up again, but that's not a problem. Let's just back this up to a good start point, and then we'll just set him off and on his way. And the worker can seed the field while the worker harvests the canola. And then we'll just empty the crops into the tipper and bring them back to the silo. Alright, crop decision time. I kind of want to go with corn. I kind of want to make corn in this field. Let's plant a lot of corn. No, not wheat, not barley, not oats, canola, soybeans, grass. Definitely not grass, not yet. Corn. We're going to plant corn. Let's go with the corn. And there we go. So while worker A is harvesting, worker B will be planting. And then we will be manning the semi-trailer, emptying out the harvester. There you go. He's got 2 lines done. And we've all seen harvesting before. Let's just skip to the end. Here we go. This is the last line of canola going into the tipper. We are now manning the harvester, driving in a straight line to where the tipper is parked. And then we'll hop out, and then we will deposit the canola into the same silo that we put the oats into, and then we'll drive it all up into the train and sell it all at the train station mill. My goal is probably $125,000. If we can make $125,000 from this crop sale, or if we can hit $125,000 from the crop sale, that would be good, because that means only 4 harvests to go before we can purchase another one of these fields. So that's not bad at all. It's not going to take very long. Alright, what's happening here? There we go. We are done filling up the tipper. It's good that there's a sell point, right? Actually, it's not a sell point. It's a storage point for the train. But if we didn't want to drive all the way back to the silo, we could just pick it up there, I guess. But we're already on our way. So let's go dump this into the silo with the oats. And then we'll find the train. Who knows where the train is? He's probably barreling down the tracks at 79 miles an hour somewhere around this map. I love the shadow detail on the windmills, though. It's very soothing to watch the blades spin. It's almost hypnotic. I just wish that you could remove them so that we could merge those fields together. But it is what it is. It doesn't matter. Oh, there's the train there. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. It's a fantastic map, and I love it. I love playing the Przemas Outback series. Alright, let's dump this canola in here. Let's see where we're at with the canola. There we go, 48,000 liters of canola plus our 89,000 liters of oats. We can just leave the truck here. I think this is the train. Yeah, this is the train that we want. He's going up to the top of the map. We are going to have to drive it all the way around. He's just halfway, so let's take a scenic drive through the Przemas Outback on this diesel locomotive brought to you by Farming Simulator 19. I hope that in coming updates to this game that we're able to manipulate the train. I'd like to have a system where we could buy different train cars. Because if you're not really into logging and you don't have any logs, then why do you need the logging car? You should be able to take it to the train shop and sell that logging car for another grain car. Or maybe you can get an oil tanker and transport diesel fuel to different places. Or, maybe that's crossing the lines into a train simulator game. But I'd like the ability to manipulate the train cars. Maybe you only need one grain car instead of 4, but it's nice to have 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10. You should be able to create your own diesel locomotive consist. Just so you can tailor it around your game. Well, let's say you do all logging and you want all logging cars. Then you should be able to have all logging cars, right? So someone should figure out soon how to mod the train and how to fix the train. I'm sure you could probably do it on PC. But for console players, maybe the train add-on should be next. Who knows? Still waiting for the straw DLC. But let's not get into that. Alright, we've arrived at our farm, and I've overshot the nozzle again. These trains take a long time to slow down. Let's just try and hit the brakes here a little bit, and we'll back up. There's the other train. Hey, Mr. Train. Yeah, see, we don't need the logging car or the flatbed. I never use the flatbed for anything. I've never said, hey, I need to get this tractor over to the other end of the map. Let's use the train. You just drive the tractor over there. The flatbed is useless to me, I'm guessing. Maybe it's useless to you. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you use the train? Do you use the flatbed? What do you use the flatbed for? Do you fill it full of wool or eggs? Or do you put machines on it? What do you do with the... Maybe next episode we'll just try and put stuff on the flatbed and see if we can drive the train around with the stuff on the flatbed. Yeah, maybe we should do that, and we'll see what we can put on it, what we can. I'm sure we could put anything on it if we wanted to. Anything that'll fit on the flatbed can go on the flatbed. It just has to be narrow enough to not hit anything when the train passes by. But either way. All right, let's get the canola into the grain car. We've got the oats. We've got 87,000 liters of oats and 45,000 liters of canola. Let's go to the train station mill, shall we? And we've arrived at the train station mill. Of course, I overshot the trigger and we had to back up. All right, let's sell. We're selling the oats. There we are, 70,000, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. We might break 125,000, folks. We might do it just with the oats. There we go. Check that out. That is a hefty crop yield right there. All right, let's sell the canola, and then we'll see where we're at. All right. Whoa, big money, big money. 170, 180, 190, 200. Wow, that was fantastic. That's $75,000 over my expectation. We now have $202,000. This guy is done seeding the field, so that's great. Wow, it is only going to take maybe 2 more harvests to get to where we need to go. That's cutting our off-camera time in half. That's awesome. All right, well, we are going to finish reseeding this field, and we are going to call it a day. That is going to wrap it up for this episode, folks. Thanks for joining us here in the Przemas Outback John Deere farm. This was episode 8 on Farming Simulator 19, played on the Xbox One console. If you have not done so already through this video, please click that subscribe button for me, like and share the video, and then ring that notification bell. You don't want to miss anything coming out of our channel. Over the coming weeks, we do a different map on a different day of the week, Monday through Friday. All videos are uploaded at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. And for now, this is JCTV saying, see you later.